Hi students, welcome to the next session of capacitors competitive. So I told you to write all formulas at one place. I hope all of you wrote those formulas. So I gave one homework for you, simple problem. I think already you might have, some people might have sent for SAR. Okay, see here. How these three, how many capacitors are there here? Four capacitors. So in that, it is starting capacitor. It is starting with A. So second end is connecting here, isn't it? So from here, three capacitors connected. So let us assume this point is O or C. That is your wish. Because already we have taken CC, 3C. Therefore, you can take it as O. So from O, this is one terminal. One you can take. Second terminal is connected. Where it is connected? For B. Next, again for O, it is connected here. This is 1. Second terminal is going to connect for B. Again, third capacitor. One terminal connected for O. Second terminal is connected for B. Therefore, all first terminals connected for O, all second terminals connected for B. Then, how these three capacitors connected? These three capacitors connected in parallel. Otherwise, hold A here. Hold A here and draw this remaining. How it will be coming? Just you can see. So I hold it A here. This is 3C. Now remaining. This is connected for B. Both the diagram will be same one. Now C. Parallel means 3C. So this is B. So 3C. 3C. Now these two in series. Series means what is the formula? C is equal to C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 or 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Finally you will get this one. Therefore 3C into 3C by 3C plus 3C. So 3C into 3C by, so 6C. How much you will get? 3C by 2. Already I gave you yesterday 2 capacitors equal means C and C series means C by 2. Here 3C series, therefore 3C by 2. Like that also you can solve. This is the homework question we gave for you. Okay, this is simple one. So next one, coming to our part, page number 48. So I said yesterday example 3 and 4, those are different models we will discuss next class. So we will see example 3 and 4. Okay. See, this is example 3. They gave 2 questions here. So this one they connected for B. So that is wrong. So B they have to connect here. Okay. So this is A, this is B. So in this, how many plates are there? How the capacity will be coming in this. We came to know 2 plates separated by some distance. D. What is the capacity formula? We will write C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. So in this question, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plates, all are separated by same distance. Each plate is having same area. Then how we are going to solve? They are asking equivalent capacity or resultant capacity between A and B. So in the following diagram, area of each plate is A and D is the separation between the adjacent plates. Find the capacitance of system between the plates A and between the points A and B there are. So first we will draw these two. So whenever we are drawing, give the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So first we will take 1, 2 is 1 capacitor, 2, 3 is 1 capacitor, 3, 4 is 1 capacitor. So whenever we are taking 1, 2 is connecting for A. 1 is connecting for 4. Okay, like that we have to see. So this is 1 capacitor. 1, 2. That is our wish. So 2 is connecting for A. Now this terminal is going for A. So where 1 is going? 1 is going and connecting for 4. So either you can take 3, 4. Otherwise leave 1 we have to connect for 4. Remember that one. Next 2, 3 we will take. So if you have taken 2, 3. So where 2 is connecting here? A. Therefore 2 take this side. 2 3. 2 is connecting for A. Where 3 is connecting? 3 is connecting for B. Let us assume it is connecting for B. Now 2, 3 over. Now 3, 4 we will take. Whenever we are taking 3, 4, where 4 is connecting already? 1. Therefore, 4 you can take here, somewhere you can take. Anywhere you can draw. So for simplification purpose, I am taking here. So 3, 4. Where we should take 4? 4 is connecting for 1. Therefore, this side we should take 4. Now 4, 1 connected. Remaining terminal 3. Where 3 is connecting here? B. So 3 is connecting for B. Now see. So these are the resultant capacity. So instead of giving like this, they have given like this. Okay. Now we can find very easy how these two capacitors connected. So these two capacitors connected in series. Correct only? So then you will get one capacity here. So again these two connected in parallel. So first we will connect, we will see this one. So what is the resultant capacitor? All capacitors will be having same capacitance. That is nothing but C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Assume this is C. So C and C in series. Equal capacitors are in series means here 3C. How you got 3C by D? Now C and C. How you will get C by D? So in place of these two we can write C by D. This is A. The second terminal is connecting for B. Again another capacitor. So that is also C. So again two capacitors in parallel. Then C and C by D. So parallel means what is the formula? So Cp is equal to C plus C by D. That is nothing but 3C by D. What is C here? Epsilon naught A by D. So 3 by 2. So epsilon naught A by D. That is the final resultant equation. Isn't it? So you got 3 by 2 epsilon naught A by D. Same answer given. See the second one. B. So B, this terminal question they have connected here. So B you should not connect for one plate. For one plate you should not connect two lines. So why means we will discuss later. So here B you should take here. Okay. Again you can do numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again 1, 2. So here 1, 2, 2 is connecting for A. 1 is connecting for 3 here. So how we will get, we will see. So 1, 2. 1 is going to connect for 3. Therefore leave 1. Draw for 2 is connecting for A. Next 2, 3 we will take. Whenever we are taking 2, 3, 3 is connecting for 1, 2 is connecting for A. So 2 is connecting for A. Therefore I have taken this side 3. Where 3 is connecting for 1. Like this. Next 3, 4. Whenever we are taking 3, 4, 3 is connecting for 1, 4 is connecting for B. 3 is connecting for 1, 4 is connecting for B. Where you have to take 1, 3, 3, 4. Therefore, if you have taken here somewhere 3, 4, 3, 4. So 3 is connecting for 1. Can we draw? 3 is connecting for 1. So in 2, 3 also 3 is connecting for 1. In 3, 4 also 3 is connecting for 1. Isn't it? Correct only. Then 4 is connecting for B. Now see. Again 4 plates are there. We got 3 capacitors here. Again each separation is D, area is E. Then how these two capacitors connected? Each capacitor same one. Epsilon naught A by D. These two in parallel. Then C plus C. C plus C means C plus C, 2C. This is B. This is A. 2C. 2C and C in series. Series means what is the formula? CS is equal to C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. C into 2C by C plus 2C 3C. Therefore C will be cancelled. 2 by 3 C. What is C here? Epsilon naught A by D. That is nothing but 2 by 3 epsilon naught A by D. Okay. So now this is example 4. This is different model. Example 3 we discussed. So the plates. How many models we discussed also same. So you can practice backside they will give different models. So this is another model. So what is K1 K2 here means dielectric constant K1 K2. K1 K2. So initially capacitor separated by two plates. This is one plate, this is another plate. Separation is how much? D. So area of each plate how much? A, capital A. But half of the area is filled by K1, half of the area is filled by K2. This is another one. Half of the distance is K1, half of the distance is nothing but K2. Here half of the area, here half of the distance, occupying imaginary. Okay, so what is the resultant dielectric constant or resultant capacitance they will ask. So in this two capacitors, initially, so separation is how much? D. Area is A. This is initial. Initially, what is the capacitance? C is equal to epsilon naught A by B. Now it is filled with a dielectrics of two dielectrics. One is K1, another one is K2. Now in this two capacitors are there. One is this capacitor, another one is this capacitor. How these two capacitors connected? First we want that. So this is one capacitor means this is C1. This is another capacitor means C2. We will assume. Now C1 this is first plate. This one C2 first plate. This first plate is connected here. Second plate is connected here. Therefore, how these two? 1 and 1 connected for A. 2 and 2 is connected for B. Therefore, how these two are connected? These two are connected in parallel. 1 and 1. 1, 1, 1 connected for same point. 2, 2, 2 connected for same point. That is nothing but which combination? Parallel combination. Therefore, resultant capacity formula Cp is equal to C1 plus C2. Now it is filled with dielectric. Whenever it is filled with dielectric, what is the capacitance formula? C is equal to K epsilon naught A by D. So whenever a capacitor is filled with dielectric or dielectric constant K, yesterday we discussed K epsilon naught A by D. Now C1. C1 is nothing but here what is dielectric? K. In place of K, K1 epsilon naught. Area is how much? A by 2. Distance how much? Distance not change. Therefore C1 is equal to K1 epsilon naught A by 2D. This is the C1 value. Now C2 value, same formula we got. C2 is equal to, in place of K how much is there? K2 epsilon naught. In place of area again A by 2. A by 2. By separation how much? D. Then C2 is equal to K2 epsilon naught A by 2D. So how these two capacitors connected? We said parallel. Therefore substitute in this equation. Then Cp is equal to C1 plus C2. What is C1 value? K1 epsilon naught A by 2D plus K2 epsilon naught A by 2D. So what is common here? Epsilon naught A by D K1 plus K2 by 2. So this is the resultant capacity. So if you know capital A and capital A, sometimes they will ask dielectric constant. Here they didn't ask dielectric, only they ask resultant capacity. Therefore we wrote. So whenever they connected like this K1 K2, resultant dielectric constant they will ask. Resultant dielectric constant means Cp, resultant capacity formula. Whenever K is filled, total we are assuming it as K. In place of K1, K2, we are assuming it as K. Then the Cp can be written by using this K epsilon naught A by D is equal to epsilon naught A by D K1 plus K2 by D. So epsilon naught A by D will be cancelled. Then K is equal to K1 plus K2 by D. These are connected in parallel there. In some books they will write Kp. So this formula is for resultant dielectric when two dielectrics connected like this. Okay, so this formula is for resultant capacity for this given question. Okay, next we will see this one. So in this also two plates same like this. Initially area is there. Area is there means separation is the area A. Then what is the formula? Same formula, epsilon naught A by D. Now it is filled with two dielectrics, but here small change is there. Here half area is going to fill, but here half distance is going to fill. So area remains same. So K2 is occupying entire area. but the distance only d by 2. Then how these two? In this also two capacitors are there. So one is C1, another one is C2. How these two capacitors are connected to this? So C1 is one capacitor. This is one end we will take. This entire one. This is second end. Again this capacitor another one. Therefore the second end means again second end is connected with first end. I will draw this one here. You can see. This is C1. This is C2. Below one C2. So this is one plate. This is another plate. So A, B. 1 to 2 1 connection. Therefore 1 to 1 means so 1 to 1. So therefore how these two connected? Series. Therefore these two connected in series. Here these two connected in parallel. So here these two connected in series. Series means what is the formula? I am doing B now. 1 by CS is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Here CP means we use this formula C1 plus C2. Series means we have to use this formula. Now what is C1? What is C1 means by using this formula? This one. K epsilon naught A by D. In place of K, how much is there here? K1. K1 epsilon naught area. Area, total area it is occupying. Therefore A by distance you can see. Distance only half of the distance. In the previous question, half of the area. In this question, half of the distance. Therefore, this 2 is going to numerator. C1 is equal to 2K1 epsilon naught A by D. This is C1. Now C2 how much you will get? Similarly, I am not writing like this, directly C2 is equal to 2 K2 epsilon naught A by D. This is C2. How these two connected? Series. Therefore, you have to apply this formula. 1 by CS is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. 1 by C1 means reverse of this one. Reverse of this one means D by 2K1 epsilon naught A plus D by 2K2 epsilon naught. So D by epsilon naught A if you have taken common 1 by 2K1 plus 1 by 2K2. So D by, so 2 epsilon naught A. If you write 2 here, what is LCM? K1, K2. So K2 plus K1. So this is 1 by CS. Then CS reverse. 2 epsilon naught A by D. K1, K2 by K1 plus K2. How they will write means always epsilon naught A by D gives initial capacitance 2K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. So this is the resultant capacity formula. If they ask the resultant dielectric constant in place of CS, what you will write? This formula Ks epsilon naught A by D is equal to epsilon naught A by D into 2K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. Epsilon naught A by D will be cancelled, then Ks is equal to, so 2K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. So in this you have to identify one thing. If two dielectrics connected in parallel, K1 plus K2 by 2, half of the distance is going, half of the area is going to fill. So two dielectrics connected in series, half of the distance is going to occupy. Then 2K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. Sometimes they will give options like this. In these options they will ask resultant dielectric constant. So in this they ask resultant capacity. Therefore you got for parallel this formula, for series this formula is the answer. Okay. So see our next concept they gave on example 5 already we discussed yesterday. Therefore I am going for directly Wheatstone bridge. Next concept in our book, page number 49. So 50, 49 both will be coming under Wheatstone bridge. Already this Wheatstone bridge we discussed in current electricity. So therefore here also it will be coming. So there Wheatstone bridge resistors we have drawn here, you will draw capacitors. So here galvanometer we will draw there in case of resistors. So either galvanometer or capacitor. C1, C2, C3, C4. This is C5. So what is the balancing condition in Wheatstone bridge? width and bridge if you want to draw means resistance we have to draw in place of. Next I am going to draw. I am going to erase also. So this is galvanometer. P Q R S. So what is the condition? If P by Q equal to R by S, there is no current in the galvanometer. That is nothing but P by Q equal to R by S. Then there is no current in the galvanometer means this is not going to use. We are going to remove this one. Same like that here. So in place of P and Q, here what are there? C1 and C2. In place of R and S, C3 and C4. If C1 by C2 equal to C3 by C4, then we are going to remove this one. Then we will find resultant capacity between B and B. So how we will find? We are going to see the problems. But before going to solve the problems, you will be coming to know how many forms of different forms of widths and bridges are there. We will see like this only widths and bridge, but so many forms will be there for this bridge. It will be in different forms also. Here how many capacitors are there? Finally 5. So these 5 can be connected in different ways. So many ways. They gave some 4 different ways there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 4 different ways. But first diagram they gave wrong there. So I will draw correctly that one. So we will see once. Now this capacity is going to be removed. So out of that which capacity is going to be removed, we should come to know. When we have to remove, if C1 by C2 equal to C3 by C4, then this is going to be removed means, then how these two capacitors connected? C1 and C2. C1 and C2 connected in series. Then C3 and C4 connected in series. So these two connected in parallel. Isn't it? How we will find resultant resistance? Just one simple problem we will solve before going to draw different forms of widths and bridges. Then you can understand very easily. So C. A. So when we will remove, find the resultant capacity between A and B. When we will remove this center one means, so if C1 by C2 equal to C3 by C4. Even here what is C1, C2 here? C by C. C by C value 1. Here C by C. Here also C by C value 1. So 1. Both are same. Therefore, we will remove this one. If you remove this one, what is the next diagram? By removing this one. So this is B. This is A. So this is the next diagram. Then we can find this one very easy. How these two capacitors in series? Series, two same capacitors means how much you will get? C by 2. Here also C by 2. Therefore, how C by 2 connected? Parallel. This is A, this is B. So parallel means C by 2 plus C by 2. So resultant answer is C. If all capacitors are equal, you will get how much they gave? Equal capacitance you will get. Okay? Now, different forms of widths and bridges. They give first one like this. So this is B, this is A. See, all capacitors are same. Then, if this one means we are going to remove this center one. So here, which one we are going to remove? That is important. This is also widths and bridges. Correct only. So which is going to be removed? Here C1 is C1, this one. C2 is this one. So C by C is equal to C by C. Therefore, which is center one means this one. This is going to be removed. So after removing this one, so how the capacitors are connected? It is starting from A. So A to like this we should go. Then this one and this one connected in series. Again we have to start from here. We should come like this because this one we removed. After removing this one, see, I'm drawing next one once again. So we can remove this one. Then see, this is going to be in series. This is also going to be in series. Again, how much you will get? C will get. Therefore, this is also another form of widths and bridges. They didn't give the C here in the given book. In our book, they didn't give, so we can draw. So another one. So they gave like this. So correct? So they gave like going to be removed in this? So C by C is equal to C by C. Then this one is going to be removed. So this one is going to be removed means C. How these two connected? Series. How these two connected? Series. Again these two connected parallel. Again you will get C. So this one is going to be removed. That is another form of Wheatstone bridge. Next up, third diagram I am not drawing that one. So they have drawn this one outside they have drawn. Means this diagram they have drawn here. Like this they have. So both will be same one. Okay. So C by C equal to C by C. Then this is going to be removed. I am saying which one is going to remove is also important. Otherwise you will get wrong answer. Fourth one they gave same this one but they gave circle shape. Circle shape means like this. Then which is going to be removed? This one. C and C, C and C. So another one also will be there. So this one that will give there, we are going to draw like triangle shape. So this is also Wheatstone bridge. But which is going to be removed in this? So this one only, that one, triangular. So just you can fold these two capacitors inside like this. If you fold like this, then this one will be coming. So if you hold A, if you brought like this, these two capacitors will come like this. Whenever it is coming like this, see, I am drawing again triangle, this triangle 3. Because this is new for you, therefore I am drawing. So this B is here only, this B is here, I am bringing A like this. Then it will be coming like this. Just if you fold like this, it is going inside. So if you bring like this, this is coming outside. Then which is going to be removed now? So this is going to be removed. Again, answer will be C only. So if all capacitors are same, C only will get. If different capacitors they gave, you should come to know which one is going to be removed. This is also another form of Wheatstone bridge. Now you will draw last one. So that is also another form of Wheatstone bridge. We will see how it will be. So C. So this is A. So this is going to be B. How it is Wheatstone bridge means now you can either hold A or B. So you can bring this one like this. If you brought this one like this is nothing but this connection is both the wires are not getting connected. So I have explained this one in case of meter bridge. If wire is like this means both the wires are not getting connected like this. So one wire is going on this. So this is not connecting, isn't it? So this wire is going like this. If you brought B or A, so A also you can bring like this, B also you can bring like this. At the time, remaining diagram I am drawing. So this triangle will become like this. If you pull B like this, this is A. Okay, see, because which one we have to remove, that is important here. If you are bringing B like this, then how it will be coming? This one will be coming here, this one will come here. This is B. Then which is going to be removed? If you know like this, you will be getting. So this is going to be removed. Where is this one here? This. So this is going to be. Final answer is C only. See, all these are different forms of Wheatstone bridge. This one, so this one, and this one. Okay. Final answer will be if all capacitors are same, answer is going to give same answer. That is nothing but C. If differently they give means you should find like this. After removing this one, these two are in series, these two are in series, these two are in parallel. Okay. See the example 6 on Wheatstone bridge. They gave two problems. So whenever 5 capacitors are there, you have to think about Wheatstone bridge or not. Okay. Here 5 capacitors are there. So is it Wheatstone bridge? We have done so many diagrams, but this is also Wheatstone bridge on. but condition is satisfying or not to remove this center one. Okay, so condition is satisfying or not, we have to check. So c by 2c, sorry 3c, c by 3c means how much? 1 by 3. 2c by 6c, 2c by 6c, this is also 1 by 3. Therefore condition is satisfied, therefore we can remove this one. So if you remove this one, this capacitor if you remove, then how this C and 3C connected? Series. How this 2C, 6C connected? Series. Okay. Now C, 3C. What is the resultant capacity? CS is equal to C into 3C by 4C. I am writing directly. I am not writing C1, C2 by C1 plus C2 because already we used so many times. C into 3C by C plus 3C, 4C. And how much you got? 3 by 4C. Next, here how much you will get? CS is equal to these two capacitors, resultant capacitors. 2C into 6C by 8C. So CC will be cancelled. This will be cancelled 4 times. Again, 6 by 4C means 3 by 2C. So here 3 by 4C, here 3 by 2C. Resultant diagram you will be getting like this. 3 by 4C, here 3 by 2C. How these two are connected? Parallel. We don't need to draw directly, here only you have to identify. These two are connected in parallel. So 3 by 4C plus 3 by 2C. Resultant formula. Cp is equal to Cs plus Cs. This one plus this one. So 3 by 4C plus 3 by 2C. So what is the same here? 4. 3C plus 6C. Then so 9 by 4C. So this is the resultant capacity between A and B. So here you got, so 9 by 4C. You got the same answer. So if even different answer came also, this is only correct. Next one. So this is also Wheatstone bridge. Different forms of Wheatstone bridge. But we have done all of C's. But here all are not C. So differently they get. Therefore which one is going to be removed in this already we discussed. This one we will remove if C1 by C2 equal to C3 by C4. 6C by 3C. How much? 2. So this is C3 by C4. Then 12C by 6C. So this is also 2. Therefore this 2C we remove. If we remove this 2C, so you have to draw next diagram. Just I arrange it. See here. This is very crucial. Some people will take these two are in parallel. Okay, so these two are in parallel. Therefore, I remove this one. Now you can see. So here it is starting. He is going like this. Then 3C and 6C connected in series. 6C and 12C connected in series. Again, these two connected in parallel. Isn't it? Now, resultant capacity 6C, 3C. What is the resultant capacity formula? 3C into 6C by 6 plus 3. 9C. So 3 3s are 9, 2 3s are 6. Therefore resultant capacity is 2C. In place of 3C and 6C you will get 2C. Now in place of 6C and 12C, again same formula. 6C into 12C by 18C. So 3 times 4 times. Therefore 4C. In place of these two you got 4C. In place of these two you got 2C. How 2C and 4C connected? Parallel. Therefore 4 plus 2. That is nothing but direct answer. So 6C. So you got the 6C answer. Okay. So next we will see example 7. So next is the example 7. So here they gave this many capacitors. First we will do, this is one branch, this is another branch. This is also one Wheatstone bridge, this is also one Wheatstone bridge. Here 2C, 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 2C. This one C, C there. So if you balance means 2C by 2C value 1, 2C by 2C is value 1. Therefore we will remove this one. Here also same. So we will remove this one. So if you remove this one, here 2C and C. 2C and 2C. How these two are connected? Series. 2C, 2C, series. 2C, 2C, series. So series, two equal capacitors are there means in the half unit. So 2C by 2, that is nothing but C. 2C by 2, C. 2C by 2, C. 2C by 2, C. C. So those three are connected in parallel. You have to solve like this without drawing the next diagram. So if you are doing fastly means you should solve like this. So otherwise we have to draw next diagram by removing these two. Like this. So 2C. Next one. So 2C. So this one they gave A, this one they gave B. Okay. So 2C series. Series means what is the formula? C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. Then 2C into 2C by 4C. Then C. So whenever they give equally, you should do half. If 3 they give equally, you should do divided by 3 like that. So C got means here also C, here also C. Therefore C. How these three connected? Parallel. Therefore parallel formula means that is called 3C. So in this test your knowledge questions are there, you will be getting answers for those. Therefore try to solve all test your knowledge questions you will be getting after seeing these examples or concepts. And the level 2 also you can only solve. Next we are going to page number 52. So next our concept is how to find potential difference and charge on each capacitor. So capacitors can be connected in either series or parallel. So first we are going to discuss series combination. So when those are in series, I am taking here example C1 C2. It is connected for a battery B. So whenever we are connecting for battery, one is big terminal, one is small terminal. Here capacitor means both are having equal terminals. Okay, if you didn't write plus or minus also no problem, but equally you have to draw for competitive engine. In PU you have to maintain plus and minus, plus Q minus Q, that one you should maintain. Okay, so now what is the potential difference across this one, and what is the charge on C1 and C2? For these PU concepts we give. If capacitors are connected in series, what will be same? Charge is same. Resistors are connected in series, what is same? Current is same. Like that, capacitors are connected in parallel. Capacitors are connected in parallel means what is same? Parallel means what is same? Potential is same. Series means charge is same. So series means potential is different. So potential means the amount of work to bring charge from here to here. That is nothing but V1. So this is nothing but V2. But here for both capacitors we connected for V only. Therefore here potential is same. But charge is going to divide Q1, Q2. Here Q1, Q2 also all is going to be same. Q1, Q2 if you wrote also Q is equal to Q1 is equal to Q2. How much charge is entering? Same charge is going through C1 and C2. Here charge is going to divide because this is a junction here. So this is on this C1 charge is different, on this C2 charge is different, and entering charge is different, total charge. Okay, and what is same here? Potential is same. Here charge is same. Okay, these 3 points are very important. Then what is the potential across V1? So to find this one, so many ways will be there. First we have to find resultant capacity. Next we can find what is the entering charge, and what is the charge on this one, and what is the potential. For all these, what is the main formula means? Q is equal to CV. What they will ask means they will give 2 different capacitors. What is the charge on C1? What is the charge on C2? They may ask. Otherwise, what is the potential difference across C1? What is the potential difference across C2? They may ask. At the time, you can solve in 2 different ways. We will give one by one. So what is the resultant capacity? First we will see. CS is equal to what is the formula? C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. So what is same? I said charge is same. Therefore Q. If resultant capacity is CS, CS means this one. CS. So what is entering charge here? Q. Q is equal to CS into V. So this one already we discussed in PU. Like that. Q1 is equal to what we can write C1 V1 like that. Q2 is equal to C2 V2. Now we should find V1 and Q1. If you know V1 you can find Q1. If you know V1 you can find Q1. How we will find V1? Because in given they will give this V. So equate Q1 Q1. If you equate Q1 Q1, Q value CSV, Q1 value C1 V1. What is CS we got? C1 C2 V by C1 plus C2 C1. One C1 will be cancelled. Then what you got? V1 is equal to C2 V by C1 plus C2. This formula you should remember. Whenever they are asking V1, we should take this one. C2 V by C1 plus C2. What is the charge Q1? Or charge on C2, charge on C1, or how much charge is entering? All are same. Q1, Q2. So what is Q1? We can write here. Q1 is equal to C1 V1. Otherwise, Q is equal to CS V. So Q, Q1, Q2 all will be same only. Therefore, Q, Q1, Q2 is equal to CSV. CS value you came to know. What is CSV? C1, C2 by C1 plus C2 V. So this is either Q, Q1, Q2 value. C1, C2 by C1 plus C2 into V. This is V1. Like that, can you write V2? V2 is equal to, whenever we have taken V1, you wrote C2. If you want V2, what we have to write here? C1 V by C1 plus C2. Charge will be same. C1, C2 by C1 plus C2 into V. This is one way. Otherwise, first we have to find resultant capacity. That is nothing but CS. After finding this one, we have to use this equation. So both will be same one. One is directly, another one is indirectly. We are finding. This is potential across C1, potential across C2. So charge in the circuit on C1, on C2, because charge is same whenever capacitors are in series. We are going to do one or two problems, then you will understand how we have to apply. Okay. So now we will see parallel. Parallel means what is different? Charge is different, but what is same? Potential is same. V is same. Then how will write formula? Q1 is equal to C1 V1. I am writing from this. Q2 is equal to C2 V2. C2 V2. So Q is equal to, whenever resultant capacity, that is nothing but Cp. This is V. Then Q is equal to Cp into V. What is same in this? V is equal to V1 is equal to V2. Therefore, in place of V1 and V2, what we can write? V we can write. Therefore, C1V, C2V, Cp. What is Cp? Cp is nothing but C1 plus C2 into V. This is nothing but charge on each capacitor. How to find? Because this is simple. Directly you have to substitute in place of V1, V2. This value they will give. You have to substitute. So now homework for you is, I gave here when two capacitors connected in series. Now we have to write when three capacitors connected in series, C1, C2, C3. What is the equation for V1, V2, V3? So small logic will be there. If you follow the logic, those people will write correctly. If you didn't follow, you will do mistake in denominator. I am saying where you are going to do. Therefore, so be carefully. We can write V1, V2, V3 and Q1, Q2, Q. For which one? When three capacitors connected in series. Now when three capacitors connected in parallel, Q1, Q2, Q3 also we can. That is simply, this is simple, but this one you have to follow simple logic. First we have to find CS. While finding CS, in denominator what will be coming, see carefully, otherwise you will do mistake. I want V1, V2, V3. And the Q, Q1, Q2, Q3 all will be same one. See the next problem, they gave example 8. See one problem they gave example 8. So in this, these two capacitors connected in series, these two capacitors connected in series. So instead of giving 2, they gave here at a time 2 in series, 2 in series. They are asking find the potential on each capacitor and find the charge on each capacitor. Okay, potential difference for each capacitor, charge on each capacitor. Those we have to find. Both combinations they gave at a time, series and parallel. So we have to use those formulas. How we will be getting, we will see. So each capacitance 3 microfarad. All are in microfarads. In question they gave microfarad, mu f. Therefore, they did give in diagram. Okay. First we will find what is V1. So first, how these two capacitors connected? 3, 6 in series, 9, 18 in series. Next, again these two. How these two connected? Parallel. Parallel means what will be same? Potential is same. So potential is same means what is the potential across 3 and 6? What is the potential across 3 and 6? 60. What is the potential across 9 and 18? That is also 60. So V we got. V is nothing but 60 volts. Understood? So because these two and these two connected parallel, whenever capacitors are in parallel, potential is same. So these two connected for 60, these two also connected for 60. Now first we will find V1. So let us assume this is C1, this is C2. Okay, so C1, C2 connected for how much potential? 60. So C1, C2 connected for V. Then what is the formula for V1? C2V by C1 plus C2. If you remember formula. Okay, if you forgot means that is another way will be there. We will see like it will become big problem like PU, 5 marks question. Okay, so for competitive you have to apply this one. So V1 is nothing but C2. C2 value how much? I am using this formula. V1 is equal to C2V by C1 plus C2. C2 value how much? 6. V value 60 is divided by C1 plus C2. That is nothing but 9. Okay. How much? 2 3s are 6. 3 3s are 9. So 2 3s are 6. Therefore 40 volts. If this is 40, V1 is 40 volts. So across A and B, what is the total potential? 60. If it is 40 means here how much you should get? 20 you should get. Okay, so we don't need to find. If you find also you will get same answer. What is V2 formula here? V2 is equal to C1V by C1 plus C2. C1V by C1 plus C2. What is C1? 3 into 60 by again C1 plus C2 9. How much you got? 20. So you need to find this one. If you find this one, understood? Now this is 40. This is 20. Now like this, can you find V3? Again V3 is nothing but so 18 into 60 by 9 plus 18. Same formula you have to apply. If you are finding this, you have to take C2 value 18. So therefore 18 into so V3 is equal to so 18. I am using this formula C2 V by C1 plus C2. 18 into 60 by 9 plus 18. So 18 into 60 by so 9 plus 18 how much? So 27, correct only? So 2 8 are 16, 7 now, 27. So 3 will be cancelled. 6 3s, 9 3s. Again 3 will be cancelled. So 2 into 60 by 3. How much you got? 40. This is again 40. Again this is 20 will be getting. Now we got potential on each capacitor by using simple formula. This logic you have to apply for competitive. You should not write directly like this for PU. So PU is different to effect. We will find resultant capacity and we should find potential. Now they are asked charge on each capacitor. Charge on each capacitor means which one we have to apply? Either CSV you can apply or directly C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 into V. That formula also you can apply. Otherwise Q1 is equal to what is the formula? Q1 is equal to C1 V1. So what is C1? 3. What is V1? 40. 40 into 3 how much? 40 into 3. So 120. So micro coulomb. So directly you will get if you know potential. If they didn't give this value, then how to find charge? By using this formula C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 into V. V value how much for this? Total 60. C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6 into 60. You can calculate, you will be getting this value. Now Q2, C2 into V. So 2 into 60. Q is 2 is equal to C2 V2. 6 into, again how much you got? 120. You don't need to find because these two are in series, therefore charge is same. How much charge on this? Same charge on this also. This is about this one. Now charge on this. Again C3 V3. Q3 is equal to C3 V3. C3 value how much? 9. 9 into 40. How much? 360 microcoulomb. If this is 360 means this one also will get 360. So because these two are in series. Then what is the total charge? They didn't ask here. Total charge means you have to add this one and this one. That is nothing but 120 plus 360. Understood? Just this is concept. This is nothing but how to apply that concept. Okay. See the problem here, what I have drawn on the board. How to find resultant capacity between A and B? If they ask CAX, resultant capacity between A and X, resultant capacity between A and Y, these 2 points. Okay, so whenever they give circuit diagram like this, which one they are asking, first we have to see. First we are going to solve CAB. CAB means between A and B. So whenever they connected here, series will be there, parallel will be there. How to solve this one? How to solve this one means we will see this. So this X is connecting where means second link is not connected anywhere. Therefore, we have to remove this one. If it is connected also, there is no use of that capacitor. So we can remove this. Like that we can remove this also. Because second end is not connecting anywhere. That is free end. Therefore, this capacitor is not there in the circuit. If you remove these two, the remaining circuit is very simple for you. Remaining circuit means you will be getting like this. 3C, this is C, this is 2C, this is 3C, this is A, B. Now can you calculate this one? So this is nothing but 3C, 3C, 3C. How these three are connected? In series. Series means all are same means what you will get? 3C by 3. That is nothing but C. So by removing this, you will get C in place of this capacitor. Then you will get C. This is C. This is C. C, C, C. In place of these three, how much you got? C. Again, these two connected in parallel. So this is 2C. So these two connected in parallel. Parallel means C plus C. 2C. Again 2C, 2C, 2C. How these three are connected? Series. Therefore, 2C by 3. So this is AB. Next is AX. AX means you have to remove B and Y. Next, AY. AY means you have to remove X and B. So try to do it as homework. This problem is very, very interesting also. So try to find how much resultant capacity you are going to get. Okay. So this is CAB. Now see CAX. AX means you have to keep A and X and B and Y should remove. Just I am erasing, you can see. So A and X. Therefore, B and Y you have to erase. Next thing. So how these two are connected? These three C, 3C, 3C. These three are in series. Again here one capacitor you will get. These two are in parallel. Again these three are in series. Like that you have to solve. If they ask A and Y means A and Y should keep, X and B you have to erase. Initial diagram you should not change. Here I erase, so there you can draw on the circuit. Okay.